Paris, France, the City of Light. Suitably named for its exploration of new ideas during the Age of Enlightenment. With a little extra time here, what could you discover? Perhaps a visit to the Palais Garnier, or a ride through the city as the locals do, under and above the surface on the metro. In a city with 2.25 million residents, Paris's metro allows the visitor to feel the pulse of the city. With railways stretching 133 miles and 303 stations, from the Eiffel Tower to the Latin Quarter. Situated on the left bank of the Seine River, the Latin Quarter is abuzz with locals meeting in cafes and in the traditional French restaurants called brasseries.
We've seen the Marais and Ile de Saint Louis. We love the Seine.
And being with the French people and observing how they live.
Just being in Paris, the cuisine.
Je suis Monsieur Belkadi, le restaurant s'appelle Chez François. Le restaurant, je l'ai eu en 1983. Le but, c'est de travailler ici 5 ans et de repartir. Mais quand je suis arrivé ici, j'ai trouvé le restaurant, il marchait très bien. La cuisine parisienne, c'est la cuisine quand même traditionnelle. Et c'est une très bonne... La cuisine française, c'est la meilleure cuisine. C'est une des meilleures cuisines au monde. C'est pour ça que tous les touristes qui viennent à Paris, ils aiment découvrir la spécialité française.
The majestic Seine River does not divide France's shining capital. It ties the two halves together in the very heart of the city. Ignite your senses in one of Europe's most stunning and light. In the very center of Paris, the Seine River diverges. Which fork leads to the true heart and soul of the French people?
The people couldn't have been nicer.
The highlight for me would probably be at the very end when we go to Normandy. And in my lifetime, I was old enough to remember D-Day, and for me, it's something I've always wanted to do, and the number one thing that we're looking forward to will be that.
The Seine splits Paris into two geographical sections. Facing downstream to the south is the city's left bank. To the north, the right bank. Decades ago, the right bank was considered home to the bourgeois and old money, while the left bank was edgier, a place for students and artists. The Ile de la Cité rises in the middle of the river, marking the birthplace of the City of Light. The famous Notre Dame Cathedral, French for Our Lady of Paris, was built here over 900 years ago. Today, the depth of the Seine is tightly controlled by a system of locks built in the 1800s. Roughly half of the water used in the Paris region for industry and consumption comes from the river.
I like river cruising as opposed to ocean cruising, because on river cruising you can still see people living their lives along the sides of the river as you sail along. The boat is small enough that you get to know the other people that you're traveling with.
The river cruise is so much more leisurely. Time to relax. There is time in the afternoon. And yet there's enough activity and interest to still keep one involved.